Hello everyone, welcome to the Hefty Hiker channel for another video. Well, today what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the Unbound 55 pack from Hyperlite Mountain Gear. I was outside earlier doing a little torture test on it, and I use quotes when I say torture test. I made it rain on my pack for about 5 minutes to see what would happen. And I filmed it and I thought, why don't I do a full video about this pack? There doesn't seem to be a ton of information out there about it yet. But then also talk about its waterproofness via the test that I just did. And that was my initial intent, with doing the test that I did, to just see, hey, how waterproof or how water resistant is this pack really? So let's talk about the weights and measures and stuff. We'll go over some of the features and functions, and I'll throw the clip of me testing the waterproof capabilities, or the waterproofness, or lack thereof, of the pack. And then we'll come back in here to the tabletop and we'll talk about some of the things in conclusion here. The pack itself is 55 liters, hence the name Unbound 55. They do have a 40-liter pack. There's a line of equipment at Hyperlite Mountain Gear called the Unbound Collection. It is a tent, a 40-liter pack, and a 55-liter pack. I'll put a link in the description. You can go take a look for yourself at what they have in the Unbound Collection. But weights and measures, this pack comes in black or white. I chose the black edition, obviously. They're a little bit different, and we'll talk about those differences here. The white pack, the material for it is DCH 50 on the body. So this piece of it, the body, up in here, all this area is DCH 50. The bottom of the pack is made out of DCH 150. The black pack is DCH 150 all the way around. So everything on the pack is DCH 150. Pockets on the front and the pocket on the bottom. And I'll show you that pocket in a minute and what it's supposedly for. But those pockets are Dyneema stretch fabric. And then the side pockets and the pockets on the waist belt are made from hardline with Dyneema. They're pretty stout. I think they'll hold up to some abuse. The white pack weighs in at 30.2 ounces or 856 grams, and this is according to their website. The black pack is 34.1 ounces or 967 grams. I have the black. This happens to be the tall. The pack comes in several sizes. When you order the 55 or the 40 in small, medium, large, or tall. And what that refers to is back here on the back, distance from the waist strap where it sits on your hips to the shoulder seams. How far is that distance in there? And there's a chart on their website. You'll do a measurement, and the website shows you how to do that. Again, link in the description. We'll show you how to measure your body and then pick the right size pack for you. I'm 6'4". I have a long torso. So this was the tall, and it fits me well. So, make sure you check that out. Mine, on my scale, weighs 32.5 ounces or 921 grams. So it's halfway between what they said the white or the black would weigh. I don't know why mine's different, but there you go. 10 inches wide at the back panel. So between the shoulders, it's 10 inches wide there. It is 38.5 inches unrolled fully. The top is 40 inches around in circumference. The bottom is 35 inches in circumference. So it's a little narrower at the bottom than it is at the top. It hasn't made a difference to me. I don't see any difference when I pack it and I put it on, and it feels fine. The waist strap is removable, so you can pull that thing out of there. There are 3 sizes of waist straps as well you can get, so you can pull that waist strap out of there and change that waist strap size. If you're on the trail, let's say you're going to do a through hike and your waist size changes, you can get a different waist size for this thing. The pockets on the waist belt are nice and large. They have waterproof zippers on them. The zippers operate very well. You can do them one-handed. While it's mounted on your waist, they work very well one-handed. I have a 1.5 liter water bottle here. This is not your typical 1 liter. It's much bigger around than the 1 liter is, and it fits in there with plenty of room to spare. Here you can see I've got 4 fingers between the bottle and the side of the pouch, so there's plenty of room in those side pockets. The shoulder straps come with ladder webbing on them. You can see there's webbing starting from down here all the way to the top. There's ladder web in here, so you can adjust this chest strap up and down here simply by removing it from the connection point here and moving it to anywhere in here you want. So it's highly adjustable. You can see on this side I've got, that's a Z-Packs water bottle pouch that I've attached on that webbing. The side expansion here has loop webbing in it as well. So you can attach things to the loop webbing here. You can see it's got a shock cord in here for compression, but there is loop webbing in here that you can hook things on as well. On the front, this pocket on here is Dyneema stretch. It is stretchy, but yet somehow extremely durable material. It is the full length pocket here, but then there's a smaller pocket up front here, and they do pass through together. So down here at the bottom, you can see, I'll stick my hand out at the top there, it passes through. So if you drop something smaller in that top pocket, you can actually get to it from the bottom pocket here. There is a Dyneema stretch pocket on the bottom too. And what they show on the website, this is for, you stash your food in here, or, some items that you may need on the trail. And then down here on this corner, right here, is a little hole cut into the corner here. And what that is for, as this is sitting up against your back here, and you're hiking along, let's say you eat a protein bar and you have that wrapper, you can just reach back and stuff that wrapper into this pocket and deal with it later without having to take your pack off or stick it somewhere else. It's got that little hole there. I don't use it, to be honest, or I haven't used it yet, so I don't know the usefulness of it, but it's there in case you want to do that. And then the last thing is there is a row of loop webbing right here at the bottom end of the pack to hang things. I hang like a towel, a small towel or something from there as I'm walking along to dry it out. You can hang your socks or whatever on there. Let's talk about this strap on top here. So typically what you're going to have on a pack is a single strap that comes over the top here and clips in there that, gives you a way to cinch that down or to, stick a piece of equipment underneath it or something like that. And it's going to just be a single strap. In this case, they've put a Y or a V-shaped strap on here, and there's an adjustment. You can adjust how big or how shallow this Y or V piece is right here. And then it also unclips here. So you can put something like a bear canister under here and extend that out. And then when it clips into the strap from the front, you can tension it here, and you can also tension it in the front and get that bear canister in there securely. Instead of just having one strap going over the top of your bear canister, now you've got a V-strap that you can kind of wedge in. I know my bear canister has, little indentions on it specifically for your straps to hold it on there, and this is good for that. The last little piece I'll mention is right here on the chest strap. Just like most other packs, it does have a whistle on that. I'm not going to blow it. I mean, obviously it's a whistle. It whistles. But it is there, and you do have that feature available to you. Again, the waist strap does come off. I'm going to go ahead and clip in the video of the test here at this point, but just to kind of give you a lead up to it, what I did was I put a paper towel in each one of these waist belt pockets, and I zipped it closed, and then I put a big wad of paper towels down in the body of the pack and sealed it up, and then I sprayed a water hose on it pretty heavily for a good number of minutes, and then I opened it up and pulled the paper towels out to look at what had happened, and it remained completely dry. So we'll clip that in, and we'll be back to finalize this when that's done. Okay, I think this is going to be a bit of an extreme test because we're probably going to go a little bit above what a regular rain shower would do to your pack. But let's see what we can do here. If it's raining this hard on you, you probably should go inside. We're gonna see if I can get some pressure on it here. All right, that was quite the rainstorm. Shake off some of the water here, and we'll see what we got. I'm gonna open up the strap here. Let me dry my hands off. All right, we'll pull that out, and it is dry as a bone. That came off of my hands. There is no water down inside that zipper pocket. So we'll check this side. Same thing. Nothing down in there. It is dry as a bone inside that zipper pocket. So the zipper pockets, I'm not going to say that they're 100% waterproof, but you know, the little torture test that we just gave it there, these are absolutely 100% dry. The insides of the pockets are dry. So far so good. We're going to open the main compartment here in the pack, but we'll unroll this. Take a look inside there, and I do not see any water at all. I don't feel any moisture in there. I'm gonna pull those paper towels out, and they are absolutely dry. There is nothing inside there. So what does that mean? Well, that just means that I got lucky enough that my pack is seam sealed well, and there are no nicks or cuts or frays in the fabric. So all in all, what do I think of this pack? I've had it for about 9 or 10 months now. I have hiked a good bit of miles with it, with various size loads, up to about 22 to 25 pounds in it. It has performed well so far. My fear when I first got this thing that it was going to be uncomfortable because of the, you know, the straps, you know, large pack. You're used to a big harness system and all of this stuff. And I feared that this would be uncomfortable. And it has not been so far. If you size it right and you have the right size pack, you use these waist straps like you're supposed to, there is hardly any tension on your shoulders at all. It has an aluminum rod right down the center here that helps it stay in a shape that is curved to your back. It fits up against your back very well. You can remove that aluminum rod if you so choose, just to save a few ounces. And then this piece of it it actually has a foam pad in between a couple layers of Dyneema here. So it is very comfortable. I was really surprised at how comfortable this thing is. I've carried it, you know, across 8 miles with about 25 pounds in it and was no worse for wear. It does a real good job of dividing or separating the load and distributing that across your shoulders and your waist. The pockets on the waist straps are huge. They're enormous. The side pockets on here are enormous. It is a bucket style pack, and it is a roll top, so it's a little difficult, you know, unrolling, getting something out, rolling it back up and putting it together. But that's not the focus of what you should be doing all day on a hike. You should be, you know, more worried about hiking, and you should have the things that you're going to have out for the day already. If you're the kind of person that likes to put things up and takes things out and put things up and take things out, this is going to be a little bit of a problem because you've got to roll and clip and tie that top down every time you open it and close it. If you tend to put your stuff in it in the morning, bring things out that you're going to need during the day and roll the top down and clip it and hike for the day, and then you don't unroll it till you get to camp, this is great. I think it's a good pack. Put the link again in the description below. I'll let you look on the website for the pricing. It is a little bit pricey. So far, in my opinion, it's been worth it. It is half the weight of my previous pack. And as you can see from the video, mine at least seems to be waterproof. I don't think that a pack is ever going to be fully waterproof, but mine at this stage in life is waterproof, as we saw in the video. No water got into the body of the pack. I do, however, still put my stuff in, you know, Dyneema stuff sacks and things like that, or EcoPack stuff sacks and everything. So if you have the money and you can afford it, I would recommend one if you're thinking about getting it and you can afford it. By all means, I'm not going to tell you not to, because I think it's a great pack. Hyperlite has been very good to me. I've asked a few questions. They've responded right away. I ordered the pack and I got it, I think it was 4 or 5 days it took to get the thing. So this is the Hyperlite Mountain Gear Unbound 55 pack. I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking it out, and we will catch you on the next one.